This is the future.
Now, we could end this video in 10 seconds by simply saying that the best way to get platinum in the game is to wait for a discount coupon, probably 50% or 75%, then swipe that credit card to buy some platinum at a discounted price with real money. That's it. Easy 4,000 platinum or more with just a few clicks of a button. But we will be violating the free-to-play version of Warframe, which is honestly one of the many reasons why gamers still play this game. It's free and almost all the things available in the game, aside from Prime accessories, quests items, and Tenogen stuff are not available for purchase with platinum. Aside from all of that, everything can be bought using platinum, and some things in the market would make your life easier in terms of farming resources and even leveling your warframes and weapons. The best part is, almost everything can be bought for platinum to skip the tedious grind and the unforgiving RNG god of Warframe sometimes. The question now is, what's the best way to farm platinum? Did something change? Or the meta is still reliable? The most reliable way to farm platinum is still the best way to get free platinum in the game, and it has never changed since the day Warframe popped up in the scene. It's the same old farm relics and sell prime parts. This is still the most reliable, easiest, and probably the one that is more accessible to almost players in the game. Even though the way to get tons of platinum remains the same, the method how to get it right now changed. There are numerous changes that fucked up the current prime parts situation, and one of the main culprits in this is the new prime resurgence. I know many players think that this is a big scam, as the prices to get prime access stuff with the regal version of the premium currency is way more expensive compared to the prime access and prime unvaulting in the past, but don't worry, as there's a way to exploit the exploiter, and instead of buying them for real money, Digital Extremes made a hole for us to exploit and get easy prime parts now. Not just from the prime resurgence, but also the so-called hard content in Warframe and Steel Path missions. Now, I would suggest you do the same old grind if you have lots of time gaming. That old grind wherein you got to those relics loot cave like the normal capture missions in Hepit and Yuko in the Void. It will take about 2 minutes or less, if you are using fast frames like Volt, Titania, Gauss, or even Wukong to capture the target and get into extraction as fast as possible. However, this method only gives you Lith, Meso, and Neo relics, with little chance of rewarding a at the end of each mission. While for the Axxi relics, you would need to do a disruption mission on the Orokin moon named Apollo. I have a bunch of old guides for these dedicated methods for relic farming only, and you can check them out in the video description below. They are still updated and working to this day. However, dedicated farming methods are usually boring and draining. You will be doing the same task over and over again. Well, I'm not saying that the process I will show you will not be repetitive, but I would say that it's more fun compared to rushing into the extraction point over and over again. Plus, the RNG sucks as it may guarantee relics, but you have no control over what types of relics. The method I am going to show you would not hinder you from doing other things that you want to do in Warframe, and you can always do this for a couple of minutes, or just even do the simplest task in this method every day and do what you want to do in Warframe. So what's the new method? Well, it's simply relic packs, and as you all know, these are added not just on each faction you see in your orbiter, but also in the Prime Resurgence, and then the Steel Path honors, which you can see by visiting Teshin in any relays. We will divide this guide into a new player-friendly and Steel Path farmer guide. The new player-friendly involves syndicate standings. It is easy to max rank syndicate standings right now due to Digital Extremes removing that pesky sigil method and just devise an easier way of earning syndicate standings. With a simple click of a button, you can pledge your loyalty to one syndicate, and after that, you can earn syndicate standings by simply going on a mission and killing stuff to gain affinity, which is then converted to syndicate standings. You can always passively farm syndicate standings while doing missions that you need to do in Warframe, and just buy some relic packs at the end of the day. But if you want to end it fast, like with just a couple minutes run, then Elite Sanctuary Onslaught is the best mission to max out your syndicate standings fast. You can go into this mission if you are leveling your weapons so you can hit 2 birds with 1 stone. If not, then you can use any nuke frames like Sarin or Volt to hasten the syndicate standings farming. Now, I believe you can max out 4 syndicates at once, but I don't know if you can get them at max 120k standings all the time so you can get more relic packs. I'm super lazy about it since as a long-time player who has access to Steel Path levels and bounty missions, I just go with the Red Veil and Steel Meridian since they are allies. I can get max standings for both without sacrificing. If you know how to max out 4 or all standings at once, then let us know in the comment section below. For now, let's talk about open world bounties. Now, all 3 open world bounties can reward you with relic packs if you farmed enough standings. The only bounty missions that don't have relic packs are the Zariman bounties, but they do reward a year just like the normal bounties in open world areas. Remember, the Prime Resurgence also holds relics that hold the newest Prime Warframes and weapons in the Prime vendor store. By the way, in case you are new to the game, then the NPC for Prime Resurgence named Vazia can be located at Maru's Bazaar. There, you can purchase relics with a ya, and when doing bounties in open world areas, it's like you are hitting 2 birds with 1 stone again. Wait, that is 3 birds, because if you include the syndicate standings while doing bounties, then you get relics from the missions, syndicate standings for relic packs, and while passively doing these, you are also grinding for the max daily open world standings so you can get relic packs. I say this is the best start for players who are currently progressing in the game, because it only takes a few minutes to do bounties, and there are always players doing it because of the relic packs and ya. Another good thing, relic packs, it does give you random rare relics, meaning you will always have a chance to get Axxi relics. Not to mention that relic packs also can give you a ya, so it's just a cycle of farming standings to get relic packs so you can get a ya and relics for prime parts. So what's the best bounty missions, squad leader? Well, it depends on your level in the game. The amount of a ya gain and standings also depends on whether you complete each objective, not to mention that you will also get bonus objectives. Whether it's Plains, Orb Vallis, or even Deimos, you should always finish the whole thing to farm standings and as well as increase the chance of getting a ya in the whole bounty mission sequence. Anyway, there are always people willing to do bounty missions to farm a ya, and all you need to do is join them for a couple of minutes. Now, as soon as you hit Steel Path levels, you will unlock the best way to farm relics as well as other stuff in the game fast. Steel Essence will let you gain an unlimited amount of relic packs. If you have the Steel Essence, then you can exchange them for relic packs and Teshin. And if you unlock the Steel Path Fisher, then the better, since some of the endurance run in Steel Path Fishers, such as Survival Steel Path Fishers, will yield a scaling amount of Steel Essence. But I suck at Steel Path, squad leader. Don't worry, as all of my builds here as Steel Path tuned, so all you need to do is pick a favorite Warframe and combo, then use it in your quest to gain fuck ton of Steel Essence. Honestly, the relic packs did some crucial changes to how players view bounty missions nowadays. Instead of viewing the open world areas as content islands, whereas after you farm all the stuff, you just don't go in there anymore. Right now, it's the best active way to farm relics so you can get prime parts and sell them for platinum to other players. So how do I know which prime parts to aim for, squad leader? Which do sell the most? Well, if you go to tenno.zone/pricing in your web browser, you will see the different listings of prime parts as well as the equivalent value on ducats and platinum. Right now, most of the prime parts that are sold high are those vaulted ones, which is pretty obvious. The trick here is to stack up a bunch of prime parts in your inventory and sell them when their prices are high. Prime Resurgence does changed, and you should get relics from it so you can farm each prime parts. In a few months, the prices will go up, and that is the right time to sell those prime parts. Do these methods every day, and you will never run out of prime parts to sell, or even Warframes and prime weapons to collect. I love this new method right now, compared to the back and forth method in Void Capture missions, or the Disruption mission. It's like you are stacking different stuff not only intended to get prime parts, but also, when you have standings, you can buy other stuff from open worlds or even factions. By the way, syndicate mods are also very sellable in the market, so I best advise you to get some also. Thank you so much for watching. Squad leader signing off.